How to design a luxury tiny home interior centers on discovering elegance within simplicity, deliberation, and intelligent composition, demonstrating small space interior design trends 2026. Even with restricted dimensions, a residence can radiate sophistication and profound comfort when enriched with warm wood textures in tiny houses, best premium finishes for small spaces, and deliberately selected elements establishing luxury tiny house environments. Envision entering an environment where every corner murmurs tranquility through minimalist decor, where morning illumination animates across quartz countertops, and where gentle evening radiance establishes sanctuary from external demands, following tiny home interiors philosophy. High-end tiny house fixtures confirm that aesthetic appeal isn't quantified by dimensions, it's determined by how effectively an environment mirrors calmness, utility, and character, supporting elegant tiny living. With appropriate atmosphere, luxury materials for compact homes, and aesthetic lighting for tiny houses, even modest environments can constitute sanctuaries, embracing you instantly.
Before we delve into our exploration, allow us to extend a warm welcome back to Amica Studio. For those joining us for the first time, we invite you to subscribe for more captivating insights into home and interior design inspiration.
Premium tiny home interior design, luxury materials, lighting, and smart furniture layouts. Within this exploration, you'll investigate how modern tiny home aesthetics can merge high-quality tiny home materials, aesthetic lighting design, space-saving furniture for luxury living, Japandi tiny home design ideas, modern rustic tiny house interiors textures, smart home technology for tiny houses, and comfortable indoor-outdoor flow for tiny homes concepts. Each segment emphasizes sophisticated methodologies, enhancing your compact luxury living room layout with luxury tiny house storage hacks, minimalist storage solutions for tiny homes composition, designer color palette accents, and intelligent organization approaches following tiny house layout principles. Whether upgrading a tiny house loft bedroom design or reimagining your arrangement, these concepts facilitate establishing warm, polished environments appearing both contemporary and enduring, reflecting luxury tiny home floor plans. 1. Aesthetic lighting and atmospheric design for luxury tiny house illumination. Creating designer lighting for small rooms through aesthetic lighting for tiny houses. Establishing warm, welcoming environment initiates with deliberate illumination, perhaps the most transformative component in tiny home interiors design, demonstrating aesthetic lighting for tiny houses. Stratified brightness, a harmonious combination of pendant illumination suspended at varying elevations, gentle LED profiles tucked beneath cabinetry or along ceiling recesses, sophisticated accent lamps on lateral surfaces, and warm wall fixtures casting gentle uplight, transforms modest chambers into serene sanctuaries, creating designer lighting for small rooms. This methodology establishes an aesthetic illumination experience, amplifying textures, brightening neutral compositions, and introducing dimensional depth to minimalist decor interiors, following how to design a luxury tiny home interior principles. Natural illumination composition with elegant window treatments for small spaces. Natural brightness performs major function in determining mood and emotional quality of compact residences, literally introducing external realm internally, filtered through personal perspective, establishing elegant window treatments for small spaces. Linen window coverings in oatmeal or gentle ivory, light filtering shears diffusing harsh rays into gentle illumination, and premium treatments in organic fibers facilitate balancing brightness while preserving atmosphere, airy and sophisticated, supporting how to make a tiny house feel spacious. Gentle daylight amplifies natural brightness, tiny residence arrangements by emphasizing warm wood textures, casting shadows evolving throughout daylight, and illuminating luxury materials for compact homes in manners artificial illumination cannot replicate. Accent lighting and designer fixtures establishing sophisticated tiny house tour atmosphere. Accent fixtures like sculptural lamps with organic curves, brushed metal pendants appearing as suspended artistry, or compact LED profiles hidden in architectural elements contribute personality and character into compact chambers, following designer lighting for small rooms. These elements constitute conversation initiators, focal emphasis, and functional artistry simultaneously supporting aesthetic lighting for tiny houses. Warm illumination treatments in brushed gold, aged brass, or matte black coordinate magnificently with modern tiny home interiors, establishing visual intrigue without visual disorder, supporting tiny house tour experiences. Two. Premium materials and high-end finishes creating luxury tiny house foundation. Best premium finishes for small spaces and tiny house kitchen. Quartz Countertops excellence. Premium treatments like tiny house kitchen quartz countertops, engineered timber flooring, stone-influenced tiles, and brushed brass hardware immediately introduce refinement to compact environments, demonstrating best premium finishes for small spaces. These aren't merely materials, they're connection points linking you to excellence daily, supporting luxury materials for compact homes. Envision your hand moving across smooth marble patterned surfaces while preparing morning beverages, or how gentle illumination reflects off engineered timber planks, transitioning seamlessly from culinary to living territory, establishing high-quality tiny home materials. These high-end finishes for tiny houses amplify the chamber's visual circulation while preserving tranquil, balanced environment, following how to make a tiny house feel spacious principles. Warm wood tones and designer color palette, establishing neutral color palettes for tiny homes. A luxury tiny house thrives on warm wood tones and deliberately stratified designer color palette, functioning together harmoniously, supporting neutral color palettes for tiny homes. Tones like gentle greige, warm taupe, creamy neutrals with beige hints, and subdued sage align magnificently with sophisticated tiny residence design and minimalist decor aesthetics, reflecting small space interior design trends 2024. These aren't frigid, stark ivories or severe contrasts, they constitute the palettes of peaceful mornings and tranquil evenings, tones enveloping you comfortingly, establishing home decor trends. These deliberately selected shades facilitate opening chambers visually while complementing modern tiny home materials and luxury materials for compact home surfaces. High-end finishing elements for polished aesthetic tiny house decor inspiration. Modest upgrades such as matte gold fixtures, minimalist shelving configurations, handcrafted ceramic containers, or micro-mosaic backsplashes introduce polished accents to your interior without dominating precious dimensions, following high-end tiny house fixtures principles. Consider these as your residence's ornamentation, the refined elements catching perception and generating delight, supporting luxury tiny house ambience. A singular sculptural container on exposed shelving, a sequence of brushed brass cabinet hardware feeling substantial, or nuanced backsplash configuration revealing itself gradually as illumination evolves throughout daylight, establishing aesthetic tiny house decor inspiration. Few deliberately selected elements from CB2, West Elm, or local artisan creators can complement designer treatments for compact residences. Three. Aesthetic approaches transforming tiny residences into premium sanctuaries. Japandi tiny home design ideas creating harmonious minimalist decor. Japandi tiny home design ideas composition introduces harmony, warmth, and peaceful circulation to tiny residence interiors, a philosophy celebrating restraint's elegance without sacrificing comfort, establishing minimalist decor. Low-profile furnishings grounding your environment, organic treatments in oak and walnut, linen textures in bedding and window coverings, and simple decoration highlights with organic configurations establish tranquil sanctuary rooted in minimalist decor interiors following Japandi-style principles. This design direction, born from Japanese wabi-sabi and Scandinavian hygge marriage, amplifies both openness and comfort, rendering it ideal for luxury tiny house environments embracing tranquil atmosphere, supporting small space interior design trends 2024. Modern rustic tiny house interiors with warm wood textures and personality. If you prefer personality and warmth, the modern rustic tiny house interiors aesthetic merges earthy materials with artisanal craftsmanship in manners appearing both grounded and refined, demonstrating warm wood textures in tiny houses. Warm timber textures with visible grain and knots, handcrafted ceramics with slight irregularities celebrating creator's touch, matte black highlights in illumination and hardware, and neutral compositions punctuated by terracotta or deep charcoal combine, establishing soulful yet premium environments supporting warm wood tones. This methodology introduces depth and narrative to modest chambers while celebrating organic material composition and natural simplicity, following modern rustic tiny house interiors philosophy. Assembled environments with premium decoration highlights and home decor trends. Deliberately selected highlights, from sophisticated mirrors with slender brass frameworks expanding your environment visually, to sculptural ceramics in matte glazes, to polished candle vessels catching and multiplying illumination, provide tiny interiors polished completion appearing complete following home decor trends. Gentle neutrals combined with brushed gold hardware or claytone pottery facilitate establishing assembled luxury residence decoration environment where everything appears deliberate rather than incidental, supporting aesthetic tiny house decor inspiration. Compact elements from Anthropology with distinctive artisan aesthetic or CB2's contemporary minimalist presentations can emphasize your personal aesthetic while preserving ample breathing space for balanced arrangement. Space-saving furniture and luxury tiny house storage hack solutions. Compact luxury living room layout with space-saving furniture for luxury living. In high-end tiny house tour design, furnishings must appear beautiful and functional, a philosophy transforming limitation into liberation, demonstrating space-saving furniture for luxury living. Modular sofas reconfiguring for occasions, compact furniture for luxury tiny homes, elements serving multiple functions, and fold-out dining surfaces disappearing when unnecessary enable you adapting your environment effortlessly to existence's evolving requirements, establishing compact luxury living room layout. Multifunctional seating, perhaps an ottoman opening revealing organization, or a bench integrated into window alcove with drawers beneath, and space-saving ideas facilitate preserving uncluttered appearance while supporting premium lifestyle following modular furniture for luxury tiny homes principles. Integrated organization, making every dimension count with tiny house built-in storage ideas. Built-in shelving flowing seamlessly with surfaces, tiny house built-in storage ideas, concepts tucked into staircases or beneath seating, under bed drawers gliding on quality mechanisms, and wall-integrated cabinetry appearing as architectural element rather than afterthought. These generate substantial difference in tiny residences, demonstrating minimalist storage solutions for tiny homes. Refined lines and warm timber tones establish minimalist aesthetic while presenting superior organization, actually functioning with how you inhabit, supporting luxury tiny house storage hacks. These intelligent organization approaches maintain your environment neat and visually tranquil, supporting luxury tiny home interiors without sacrificing practicality or elegance, following tiny house layout principles. Assembled living with compact luxury elements and minimalist shelving concepts. Even in compact arrangements, assembled decoration can establish polished environment, appearing collected rather than decorated, following minimalist shelving concepts. Marble lateral surfaces with natural veining, boucle footstools in cream or warm gray inviting contact, minimalist shelving ideas presenting only most treasured items, or modest sculptural highlights serving as meditation points. These introduce sophisticated dimension to premium tiny residence living chambers, establishing interior design ideas. Brands like Article present sophisticated compact seating with mid-century configurations, while Herman Miller delivers intelligent elements supporting modern compact arrangements with ergonomic sophistication. Five. Intelligent living and indoor-outdoor flow for tiny homes, premium integration. Smart home technology for tiny houses enhancing contemporary living. Smart home technology for tiny houses amplifies comfort and convenience, particularly in compact environments where every system requires performing more intelligently, demonstrating small home automation systems. Tools like voice-activated illumination responding to commands or routines, compact home automation controlling climate and security from devices, and energy-efficient appliances fitting seamlessly into minimal cabinetry streamline daily routines while supporting modern tiny home lifestyle following smart home tech integration. These upgrades render the residence more intuitive and purposeful, illumination gradually brightening to wake you, thermostats learning your preferences, or entertainment systems integrating invisibly into your composition supporting tiny house luxury. Seamless indoor-outdoor flow creating tiny house deck and patio ideas. A tiny residence becomes exponentially more luxurious when interior and exterior territories merge naturally, effectively expanding your habitation environment into landscape, establishing indoor-outdoor flow for tiny homes. Warm timber decks in cedar or composite transitioning from your interior flooring, woven lounge seating with weather-resistant cushions in neutral tones, potted botanicals in terracotta or ceramic containers, and ambient illumination from string lights or lanterns establish welcoming environment with luxury tiny residence patio sensation demonstrating tiny house deck and patio ideas. Whether for reading with morning beverages, relaxing with evening refreshments, or sharing meals under open atmosphere, this compact deck styling introduces meaningful habitation dimension supporting small patio design excellence. Designer elements for elevated compact environment habitation and tiny house landscaping for luxury. Tasteful exterior decoration, terracotta containers in varying elevations filled with herbs or succulents, lantern illumination with LED candles establishing atmosphere without fire hazard, outdoor-friendly textiles in weather-resistant materials with sophisticated configurations, or compact bistro arrangement with curved metal seating, enhances the modest patio experience from afterthought to destination following tiny house landscaping for luxury. Brands like Outer Present Furnishings designed specifically for compact exterior environments with comfortable exterior decoration sensibility, or Article delivers elements complementing your interior aesthetic while enduring elements supporting small patio design. Conclusion. High-end tiny home interiors remind us that luxury tiny house excellence isn't defined by dimensions but by comfort, craftsmanship, and deliberate composition following interior design ideas. With combination of best premium finishes for small spaces feeling exceptional under contact, aesthetic lighting for tiny houses evolving throughout daylight, space-saving furniture for luxury living serving your existence magnificently, warm wood textures in tiny houses inviting you to contact and linger, and smart home technology for tiny houses simplifying rather than complicating, tiny residences can appear equally polished and profoundly personal supporting elegant tiny living. Each design selection determines warm, sophisticated sanctuary supporting your lifestyle, mirroring your principles, and celebrating what matters most establishing luxury tiny home floor plans excellence. Warm encouragement for your compact habitation journey and small space interior design trends 2024. As you investigate your own how to design a luxury tiny home interior concepts, enable creativity and comfort directing your determinations rather than fashions or regulations following home decor trends. Select textures you cherish contacting, determine aesthetic lighting for tiny houses calming your system and elevating your spirit, and introduce decoration expressing your character and narrating your history supporting aesthetic tiny house decor inspiration. Whether initiating new endeavor from foundation to completion or refreshing familiar chamber prepared for renewed energy, your tiny residence can transform into beautifully assembled environment, one inspiring delight in every element, supporting your aspirations in every corner, and reminding you daily that residence isn't quantified in dimensions, but in moments of elegance, connection, and tranquility establishing luxury tiny house excellence.